Hello guys, yes, this is JhaySpeaks podcast. Welcome and welcome and welcome. So now let's get right into the video. It's a season of love. So today we'll be talking about how Christmas is spent versus how Christmas should be spent. Firstly, see, now, childhood growing up in Lagos, Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. So childhood experiences growing up in Lagos, Nigeria was quite beautiful. Like, we had banga. That is knockout for everyone watching that is not Nigerian or that is not African, because this is where all my life has been. We had banga, we had Christmas clothes, we had Christmas shoes, we had Christmas hair, we had Christmas face. Like, everything would start changing when it comes to when it was Christmas period. Like, things will start going from bad to good. The holidays will start smelling. I think I walked past the street some days ago and it was smelling knockouts. Now, if you're in Lagos, Nigeria, you know exactly how that feels. Now, I'm so particular about Lagos, Nigeria because I don't know other places that really do celebrate Xmas like we do. There are other regions that are more of Muslim dominated, so they may not have as much as public show of Christmas as we have it in Nigeria, in Lagos here. So we had things that, like, this eyeglass thing was like, there was a gang for eyeglass. If your mom bought you every single thing and did not get you eyeglass, I don't think your mom is a good mom. Sorry guys. So we had, everything was working well, everything was sweet, everything used to be sweet. When it came to Christmas, everything used to be good. We had poshu banga for everyone watching me across the world. There is this knockout that you light, that when it is lit, it chases the person that lit it or that it is sent to. I don't know if we were blowing it wrong, or we were doing something that we were not supposed to do, but it chases people, so we call it poshu poshu banga. So this is we just trying to enjoy Christmas, enjoy the beautiful things of life. I can remember Christmas rice. See, if you cook everything that time and you did not cook Christmas rice, what are you cooking in your house? There's always a plan that time that we would always go from one house to the other. Maybe on 24th we start going, hey mommy, good afternoon ma, how you doing ma, how is this ma, how is that ma, and hey, wait and eat. That is exactly where we came for. Like, right? Like, that is exactly what we came for. We would eat, we would smile, we would do every single thing, we would laugh, and on to the next person's house, and on to the next person's house. The Christmas clothes was bought so that when we go from one place to the other, we would be able to eat rice. Growing up, my father was not financially buoyant, so I would say that we did not really have the luxury of Christmas clothes or Christmas attires or ready-made clothes and everything. My mom is a fashion designer, so she designs most of our wares, and there was a particular Christmas like that we did not have any wares, even when my mom was a fashion designer, we did not have any wares. So we told her that we were not going to church that day, and when we told him, he said this to us. He called us, children are very easy to fool. Like, right? Children are very, very, very easy to fool. He told us and called us and said, people are not after what you wear, but after the joy of God that is in your heart. And I would remember that for the rest of my life. He told us that even people that are wearing new clothes, once they see that you're a joyful person, that you have this joy in you, they will gather around you and they will start dancing and they will join you in whatever it is that you are doing. So we children, what is there to argue about? We feel like he knows more than us. My dad, if I catch him. So we got to church that day. We later decided to go to church. We got to church that day, and all of a sudden we started dancing. I don't know dance moves even till now. I'm not a great dancer. I don't even dance. Please, I made people dance all my life. I was a keyboardist, for Christ's sake. I was a keyboardist. So we danced so much that the children gathered around us and started dancing. Like it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I remember that there is always chicken. If anything is killed in your house during Christmas and chicken is not killed, what kind? It's just like salad and there is no cow. What are you cooking? Are you cooking goat? Are you cooking a goat? No, like really. So there was this basic belief that you must cook chicken, you must cook this, you must cook that, you must cook Christmas rice, whatever rice you cook before Christmas. Christmas rice used to have butter, used to have carrots, used to have this leaf, whatever leaf you see. See, not having finances while growing up opened us up to the beautiful part of life where you want to make do with whatever you have, and that is why I've just decided to start YouTube and everything like that. So there was this changing atmosphere when it came to Christmas, when it came to things that we did on Christmas or how we perceived Christmas. There were people's house that after the crossover night to Christmas, that's 24th, Christmas Eve or Christmas Carol, whatever you call it, our church does not even really used to do those things because of finances. Finances played a major role in my childhood, and I pray that the Lord makes sure that I get finances right and everything. So after the crossover night, we would go to a certain, our landlord's house. Our landlord used to have a big TV there. We would sit down in his house and watch movies till morning. There used to be Christmas shows. That time. I've forgotten this particular cartoon that I watched, I think over 10 years. And I'm not talking about 5 years or 6 years or 7 or 8 or 9 years ago. I'm talking about 15, if not 20 years ago. Yes, I'm an old man. So that is exactly how it used to be. Like there was this beautiful thing that we had on Christmas or every Christmas. We used to look forward to Christmas as young adults and as children, and we used to really emphasize why Christmas should be spent or how we would spend Christmas rather than why Christmas should be spent. I think Jesus was not born on the 25th of December anyway, so we just had it in mind that this holiday of the year would be celebrated so good. So now let's get into the transition. Now growing up, life started happening to us, and we started knowing that things are not the way they seem. To have Christmas clothes, you have to have work, and to have work, you have to have some value that you are putting out there. To have some value that you are putting out there, you have to learn the skill. So like things started happening to us. Like for me, I fell sick. I started having a heart condition, so I was not even concerned about the holidays. I was just concerned about really making my life, like really living, not really even celebrating anything. So life started happening to us. So the more you grow, the more you know that these things do not really matter, and by the time you are recovering from whatever it is that life has thrown at you, you know that that time has passed. You are no more a child, you are no more a baby. You should not ask for Christmas clothes. And being coming from a family that wasn't so much financially stable, sorry to continue repeating that, we would have this thing where you would not even want to stress your parents, and you would grow up faster than you should. And you would have responsibilities that are thrown at you that you cannot throw away. And when things like that come, you would have to really stand tall. My father is alive, my mother is alive, but you want to make them proud and don't want to disturb them and things like that. And growing up, I was sick. I was so seriously ill, bedridden for months, if not years. But then I started understanding life. So Christmas to me is not just a celebration, is a wrap up of what have you done with your year, what have you done with your life, how have you achieved this, how have you achieved that, how have you done, like, what is exactly have you done with your existence, how have you improved over the year, how have you made sure that things are working for you, how have you, your relationship, your life, your purpose, your vision, your knowledge, the entirety of your being. So after being recovered from all those, we tend to like want to know that, okay, this is me now. Me before is different from me now. So I would have to bring myself up to standard. So that is it. So our Christmas is celebrated. Some people have this extravagant spending. Some people spend so extravagantly. Now, it is not bad to spend for Christmas. It is not bad to really look out for the things that you really want for Christmas. But it turns a problem when you borrow to make sure that you are okay in the holidays. Don't borrow to make sure that you are fine. Don't live a fake life during Christmas only to fill in for that fake living during the start of a new year. People live fake life when it comes to Christmas. People live fake lives when it comes to Christmas, and it is not a new thing when I say that. People do not really understand that the fake life you are living does not mean that you have gotten there. You are just convincing yourself to think that one day it will be like that. Why not pay the price and surely believe that the price you are paying would one day get you to where you are going? Some people extravagant spending. They spend for clothes, they spend for wares, they spend for traveling, they spend for whatever it is that they spend for. They just make it so unbearable that they cannot meet up with the standard that they have placed for themselves. Now, Christmas, let me just put this out there. Christmas is just another holiday. Like, Christmas is just another holiday. So don't make it seem as though after Christmas there is nothing more. You have to prepare for the new year. Many people are thrown away by the euphoria that comes with Christmas, that they do not even have it in mind that this other year is coming. What plans do I have for the new year? Some people enter into the new year without plans. Now, I've discovered with my little time on YouTube that if you don't plan, if you put a little work into your videos, if you put a little work into life has a way of vetting the fact that you are not serious. Yeah, like, life has a way of vetting the fact that you are not serious, and once life has vetted the fact that you are not serious, that's it. Like, that's just it. You would not have anything out of whatever it is that you're doing when you don't put in so much work. My brother is a content creator, and he puts in so much work that immediately he uploads this video, then people start watching left, right, center. Not so much as though he has gone viral, but there is this return when you invest in something. Invest in your life, not in fake living. Don't tell people you are something you are not. For the Easter that's traveling now, it's very good that you are traveling to whatever state or whatever country or whatever to see your family for Thanksgiving and to really thank God, but don't make it a point of duty to go and show off what you have gathered in the city, down at the village, or wherever it is that you travel to. If you borrow wares to the village and you wash those wares and sun dry them outside, I don't know for other countries, and you sun dry them outside and your clothes are gone before you come, who would you meet? That's just it. Like, you have to be reasonable about these things. And to the parents out there, I'm sorry I'm talking to the parents now, whatever it is that you do, you're teaching your children to do the same. And when they see that, okay, daddy does not have much, but daddy is trying his best to really get us the things we want, they would understand the fact that lack is not denial, and delay is not denial. Like, we can get this thing, but these are the principles that my father has taught me. My father had his 60th birthday yesterday, and sitting down and thinking about the principles that he has really taught us is bringing me joy. It's so much joy that I cannot do some things anymore, or I cannot engage in some things. And it's not because of the kind of person I am, but the kind of way that these things were fashioned into my being, into my that's just it. So no extravagant spending during Christmas, no borrowing of anything, no sitting down and thinking that, okay, how do I do this? There are many more Christmas to celebrate. The seasons will still remain, but you would go if you are not wise with the season. Now, the second thing that people do in Christmas is reckless living. People are reckless when it comes to celebrations. Now, let me just add that Luke 1:42 or Luke 2:42 has this. I'll put the scripture here. It has this thing where Joseph and Mary went to a celebration, and the Bible noted that they left Jesus. They had gone a day's journey ahead, and they noticed that Jesus was not with them. A lot of people lose the presence of God and lose the person that they are and lose their values during times of celebration. And I don't want to overemphasize the fact that you don't have to lose the kind of person that you are just because of a celebration. The seasons will go, or the seasons would remain. You would go, but you would be accountable for whatever it is that you have put in during the season. The Bible says, day unto day uttereth speech, night unto night uttereth wisdom. That means the days can really tell exactly what you are doing or who you are. So a day can become a spirit and tell God that on this particular day, this is what he did to me. Now that is deep for some of us, but that's not exactly where we are going to. So you don't have to live recklessly whenever it comes to Christmas or to celebrations. Put your values there. Some people travel to the villages to serve other gods. You drink, you allow spirits into your life, you allow spirits into your space. You start up an addiction that you have left for a long time ago. You kick into just trying or just catching fun or whatever it is that you call it in your mind, and all of a sudden you are in a new year struggling with an addiction that you have left, struggling with spirits that you have allowed inside, struggling with things that you have done away with and you allowed them into your life again. No reckless living when it comes to celebrations. The time when you are supposed to be most sensitive are during the times of celebration, because during times of celebrations the enemies are around. When David was celebrating that he had killed the Philistines and whatever, the women came and said, Saul has killed in thousands and David has killed in 10,000. They spoke. A problem was started for him just in the middle of a celebration. In the middle of celebrating, a problem was started for him. So you have to be very, very careful when it comes to celebrating Christmas or whatever it is that you are doing. You have to be sensitive. What is this? What is this? What is that? Now, in the African setting, mostly in Nigeria, I live in Nigeria, so most of my knowledge are here. Before I travel to whatever country you are watching me right now, I see that I've started breaking new grounds in other countries. Oh, yes. So before I continue, please like this video. I've discovered that most people are not liking my videos. Please like this video. Please share, subscribe, please. Okay, let's get back to the video. Now, a lot of people are not even basically thinking about how their future would be. They have reckless living. They are so reckless in their living that you would even wonder if this person has value system before they came home from the city or from the village or from wherever it is that they live. Please make sure that you constrain your life. I would always say there's power in restriction, and if there is no power in restriction, you would not really have the freedom that there is to express yourself and to teach your children whatever it is that they have to know. Because most of teachings right now are observational and not words that are passed on. So please make sure that you are particular about the things that you do during Christmas. Be particular about celebration. Don't even worry about other times, but be particular about celebration, because the devil, the enemy, has this thing where he understands that, okay, this guy is celebrating, so we have to do this and do this and do this to him. Samson was gotten when he celebrated, when he was with Delilah. He finished eating, he drank, he was okay, and he slept. And then they cut off his hair. Please be more careful. Be more careful. Calamity came on the Philistines when they were celebrating a particular day for their gods. Samson pulled down the pillars of the building and boom, everyone died there. Please be more careful of celebration than you are of any single thing. So that is how Christmas is celebrated. I mean, people are reckless, people are extravagant, people live fake lives, fake lives. These are mostly like the basic major 3 points that people live their life off just rubbish mindsets and thinkings. So how Christmas should be celebrated? Christmas should be celebrated with loved ones, like sharing what you have, sharing what you own, just relaxing with the people that you have. Just relax with them. Now I've already made it in my mind that this Christmas I would definitely celebrate with someone that is very close to me, but circumstances have proven otherwise. But this is what I will just be in my studio here editing or making sure that a video comes out on that particular day. Now this is one thing I know, and this is one thing I have already imagined, and I'm thanking God for that. My loved ones are okay, and my everything I am doing is getting visibility. Like, I'm just giving thanks for this period. Like, that is what it is for. I'm giving thanks for this period because it can be something else, it can be somewhere else, it can be to another person. Something can happen and destroy the whole Christmas for me, but that is not it. Like, the Christmas is supposed to be season of thanks, season of beautiful gatherings of your loved ones. Even though you are not traveling, you don't have the money, or just be grateful. Christmas is supposed to be spent to be grateful. It's the end of a year to the start of another. Many have died, many have gone, many have. Now, I never knew the importance of Thanksgiving before, but the more I grew up, the more I knew that people have it harder than you have right now. If you have a phone, or you are watching it from any platform or from someone's phone, people have it harder than you have it right now. If you're dealing with cancer, you're dealing with leukemia, whatever it is you're dealing with, people have it harder than you will ever think that they do have it. So you have to be grateful for the fact, for anything. Now, sacrifice, praise is a sacrifice. A thanksgiving is a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice the fact that, Father, everything may not be rosy with me, but I'm just thankful. If you're not Christian, just be thankful, but just be grateful. Like, people, I would say it over and over, people have it harder than you would have ever imagined. So you are going through hell, and you are here, you are with or missing your loved one or two things, but you are alive and you are living your life. You should be grateful. Some people are dealing with addiction, some people are in therapy, some people are in rehabilitation, but you are wherever you are. You have to be grateful, you have to be thankful. Life should have been worse. Life can be worse, and life may be worse if you don't give thanks. So you have to just be thankful, you have to be grateful, you have to be. Now, the second thing is Christmas is a season of sharing. Share with someone, even though it's a pen, a pin, a fruit, a wristband, a watch, or whatever it is. Learn to share. Some people do not have as much as you have. I was passing by a bus stop the other day, and I saw that there were these people that came with some food supplies to the homeless and less privileged on the road, and immediately they brought it. They started dragging the bags and everything, and all the children gathered around them, and I was like, wow. Like, I just had lunch, and I never thought about lunch. Like, I've discovered that the enemy likes to do this thing. Like whenever you have something, he tries to paint it in your mind that it's not enough, or you should have gotten better, or you should have gotten a better deal, or whatever it is that he has planned in his head. But this is it. There are things that could have gone worse than it is going for you right now, and they are not worse, or they are not as worse as it should, or it is going with you. So you have to share with the people that are having it worse. Share love. If you don't have nothing, share love. Share your love. Go to a motherless baby's home. Go to a senior citizens home. Just go to somewhere. Share love. Volunteer. Do something. Smile to the kids. Carry one or two. Play with them. Tell them God loves them. Tell them this and that. Be grateful. Share love. If you don't have anything to share, and there's no matter how scattered or degrading your life is, you are someone else's prayer point. I always think that, and it's crazy, man, but it's true. You are someone else's prayer point. No matter how scattered your life is, somebody somewhere is saying that, okay, I wish and I pray and I hope I'm like this person. So Christmas is a season of sharing. And lastly, Christmas season is a season of preparation. Apart from the Christmas season, next week is another year. Like the following week is another year. So you have to prepare for the year. What are your goals? What are your ambitions? What are your aspirations? What are you thinking about? What are you aiming for? What is the new year going to hold for you? What are the things that you have put in your mind to see? Now, I had a lot of goals this year that I put aside, but I have achieved some other that are greater than the ones that I put down. That makes me know that there is power in writing down your goals. There is power in doing the things that you have in your mind to do. Now, I have never failed. Now, this is not a scriptural saying, even though I'm a scriptural person. This is not a scriptural saying, yeah. But I've known and I've discovered that there is nothing I put my mind to do that I do not later achieve. And YouTube, you're not going to be the first one to bring me down, yeah. You're not going to be okay, let's get back here. There is nothing I put my mind to doing that I do not do. So I do not get. So I've put it in my mind that, okay, we'll get this thing right. We'll get this thing somewhere. We'll get this thing somehow, and we would later get the world to listen to us. And it is very good. Planning ahead saves you time, saves you stress, saves you heartache, saves you a lot of things. Don't enter into a new year without planning. Don't be carried away by celebrations. Don't be carried away by Be careful when you celebrate. Be careful when you celebrate. So plan your new year, and I will definitely see you next week. There is a video of the prophecy that the Lord showed me that I would be bringing to you guys on the 1st, 12 midnight. It will be available 12 midnight till I think 24 hours, 48 hours, depending on how my mood is. I'm not going to leave it there for long, but I'm just grateful that the Lord is showing me things and I can share it with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for clicking. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for even watching. Thank you for consuming my content. And I'm so blessed by you. I'm so blessed by every single person. Thank you again. Thank you. So I'll see you again. This is JhaySpeaks podcast, and I'll see you next time. God bless you. Peace.